Hi, my name is Avio. Every year I get 6,000 demo submissions from artists all around the world for record label signing consideration. Every other day I review 30 to 60 of them right here on Record Label Boss. If you want to support your favorite artist in getting a recording deal, or if you want to find out what makes or breaks a demo, or if you just want to hang out, have fun, and talk about the music industry, you are very welcome to join us right here on Record Label Boss, and I'll see you on the next show. Hello and welcome everybody to Record Label Boss! What's up? My name is Avio and today is the 14th of December and it is a Monday. It's a Monday, Blue Monday. Welcome to the Monday show. This is Record Label Boss, the A&R show, in case you don't know, and in case you do know, thank you so much for being with us. And thank you so much for being with me today. It's going to be a great show. And today, we are going to review thirty-six submissions from people all over the world. Map, and I'm moving my phone around just a little bit here for you here. Hey, Get to Know, how you doing? I'm just, if you want to get a shout out live on the stream, just, say something and I'll see your name. That makes it easier for me. Just say something like, Avio is awesome. That totally works if you want to get a shout out. If you don't know the show, don't worry about it. It's super, super easy to get into it. Essentially, what's happening on this show is that every day we get sent a lot of demos from people all over the world, and we review them together with you right here on Record Label Boss. If you want to join us and chat with us, you can go to countzerorecords.tv. We just literally just created that website. That allows you to join our stream and chat on our stream without having to log on anywhere else or without having to install some kind of software or anything. So all you have to do is go to countzerorecords.tv and welcome to the show and to the family. If you have any questions about me, about us, about the music industry, or anything that is remotely related to our craft or to our label or whatever we do or what you do, just go ahead and ask. There's no harm in asking, and we like to chat about the music industry just as much as we do reviewing music that you send us every day. Because at the end of the day, most people that watch this show, and it's interesting, or a lot of people that watch this show are actually musicians and artists. Dum dum dum. All right, guys, let's get reviewing. And here, let me just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, there you go. Just checking if the chat works. All right, the first submission we have for today is from Filthy Brats from France. Stand Up and Try, submitted under Hard Rock.
I'm embracing a nostalgia.
I hope you had a good weekend, and I hope you had a good Monday. It's always the most difficult day, isn't it, Monday? At least it's always for me. But it also seems to be that Monday is the day where we get a lot of great submissions usually. And we're listening to Filthy Brats. And it's a little bit hard to understand. If you were asking me, I really can only understand at least like maybe half of what he's saying. I don't know. If you get any input on this song, I would appreciate it. If you like it, say yes. If you don't like it, say no. Or just say I like it or I don't like it. And I think I have this button here too. Yeah, I have this button on the mixer to take down the volume of the song so I can talk over it very easily. But I hardly ever use it because I'm lazy. And this is from Filthy Brats from France. Their song Stand Up and Try, submitted under Hard Rock. And they say it's similar to Gotthard, Bon Jovi, Tough Rat, Twisted Sisters, and Alice Cooper. Okay, I'm going to put it in the second round, not because I can understand them so well, but because the music is okay, and because I want some people to vote on it. I'm kind of like a little bit torn about the quality of the vocals and the understandability of the vocals, but we'll see later about that. Okay, next submission is from Cap Souls from the United States of America with their song Umbilical Dream, Rap.
Corners push until I'm blind while I'm floating in the sky borders.
Yeah, not a big fan of the vocals.
I wanna lift my head apart till they're off my shoulders. Just watch me stare amazed, walking through my pharaoh maze, squeezing through these narrow ways, while tripping traps never phase. I am in my better state, that is what I better state. Otherwise my weather rains and weighs me down in my better place. Take me for granted, suffocating to grands. I'm taking these grains of salt and just wasting them in the granite. Mind as big as a planet, body big as a casket. Tuck me into the blankets while washing teeth with the maggots. Man, and yeah, I think I know my worth, I might as well deserve a mention. I'll burn myself alive in the
Okay, I can appreciate the electro vibe that's going on, but so far it's like super repetitive. Yeah, I'm not gonna go ahead with that. That's gonna be the first decent effort of the day. Decent effort. Cool track with a good idea of adding an electro feeling. Vocal flow is okay, but tonality and rhythmicality could be improved. Oh my god, I'm typing so bad today. Improved as could music repetitiveness. And and I'm saying that, coming from a background of, like various electronic and hip hop genres, there's obviously always a bit of repetition.
Sink slow, the ink slow, the water's got me drowning,
but not too much. Shouldn't be too much. And we're listening to Oyak Hire from the UK with his song Sink Slow, submitted under blues. Nevertheless, blues. I don't really think that is blues, my man.
Before the final outcome, it's got them saying how come he's making noise, but they don't know about him. I'm just climbing up mountains, exploring my.
And if you want to join the channel and be live on the chat, join us on CountZeroRecords.tv.
Better note this down. This potent sound is found underneath the ground, so I'm plucking up the root. I'm just talking truth. You can duck or shoot or call the troops. That's nothing new. What's wrong with you? You know I got the blues. I'm sort of bruised, but I still have to groove. It's the dude with the good attitude. If that's true, I'ma do what I have to do. Number one rule: always have to keep it cool. Sink slow, the ink slow. The water's got me drowning, but I'm still on my tiptoes. Said, sink slow, the ink slow. The water's got me drowning, but I'm still on my tiptoes. Said, sink slow, the ink slow. The water's got me drowning, but I'm still on my tiptoes. Breathing, but I still got my lips closed. I got big goals, unlike those guys that wear really tight fit clothes. I suppose never froze, packing heat for the stove. Yeah, she said she wished she had my soul, but I had to go, had to show I was strong enough to be alone. Now I'm in the zone, getting blown like a saxophone. So I'm coming, never frontin', I'm making something from nothing. These niggas always just bluffing, I'm busting the rhymes in a dozen flows. I can never be the average Joe, that's for sure. Catch me at the centerfold with my bros, yeah, we making dough. Feel like we're about to blow. Got the whole world unlocked, we sit in a spot that's far from the top, but give it all we got, cause on the journey we can never stop, never clock. I'm swimming
Alrighty,
in the ocean, body soaking.
I think he's got a pretty nice flow.
I keep on flowing, I put my soul in, my hands are swollen. I got devotion, it's in my poems, ayy. Sink slow, the ink slow. The water's got me drowning, but I'm still on my
Yeah, get to know you're here, okay.
Hey,
what's up?
The water's got me drowning, but I'm still on my tiptoes.
You got hungry, okay.
The water's got me drowning, but I'm still on my tiptoes. Breathing, but I still got my lips closed. I got big goals, unlike those guys that wear really tight fit clothes.
Hey Lord, how you doing? Let's put him in the second round. I think it's pretty cool. I have to dissect it a little bit more before I say yes to it, but so far I would say put him in the second. Okay, next one is Adam Rivers from the UK with Keep Wondering, singer-songwriter.
The color drifts out my sky. Can't leave this gray world behind.
And he tells us, hi, I just put out my second single and I'm looking for help getting my music to a wider audience. I produce my own music, so I'm able to put out new content regularly. Yeah, it's not so bad, is it? Hey Johnny. Hey Johnny, how you doing? Hope you're having a good time. I'm deducing from the username that it's Johnny Ford from Moody Cactus Records, one of our new artists. All right, let's get him in a second. All right, next one, Ramona and the Riot from the US with her song 2020, or their song 2020, submitted under Pop Rock. All right, let's hear it. Yes, sir. That's right. We're waiting to hear from you, Johnny. We're everybody's waiting for you to produce a whole album so we can, do something. It's gonna be interesting. Okay, this is a little bit like opera. Just mess a bit with the volume.
Far and wide, my love didn't come with pride. Far and wide,
Good.
hearts can't deny. High tide, low tide, I can't wash these weary eyes.
Okay.
You used to be, you used to be beautiful.
Okay, I really hate that when they do that.
I know the truth and
And they go up like 6 to 7 dB.
2020.
Did she say 2020 or Johnny? I think she said 2020. All right, second round, yeah. Right, let's put it in. That wasn't bad. See, Monday is a good day. So far, we got like 4 in the second round, and we reviewed with like 10 songs or something. All right, this is Youngin27 from the United States of America with his song Focus, rap music. And Johnny says, I'll be home end of the week to start laying it down. Right. I'm ready to live in the studio and do the work. That is very good. I'm very happy to hear that.
I just be trying to focus, but I got a lot of them thoughts in my head. I checked into the suite at 11, left 9800 right under the bed. I booked the flight to Miami and stay here cause I don't got ops, all of them dead. I feel like to keep a secret, so
This is a very typical submission. We get this like a lot. We call it autotune trap rap because it's essentially that, and we get a lot of it, and almost all of it is about this quality. Well, actually, this is even a little bit better than the average autotune trap rap we get. But I'm gonna say no. Decent effort, because as usual, I mean, autotune trap rap is a very basic genre, and people make very basic music to it. But the problem is that it's mostly younger artists with lesser experience, so their vocals are usually pretty crappy. Okay, music and okay, vocals that remain a bit basic. Vocals can be improved in tonality. All the best and cheers. He's got a little bit of a rhythmical thing going on there. So he has mastered, 1 out of 4 things that you need for rapping, but it's good. It's good that he has. It's not enough, but it's definitely one step more than what many people that submit to us have done. Next one is Dina. Dina from Sweden, My Soul. Commercial EDM. Alright, it's Dina. Okay, that is out of sync.
You can keep my song. I don't need it anymore.
These vocal effect, the vocal effect is horrible.
I'm in love and burning now.
No.
Burning like a fire
No.
tonight.
No. I don't think so.
Burning, yeah, I'm flying.
Okay, this ain't gonna happen. There's like pretty much nothing right with this song. Decent effort. Wow. Some out of sync issues all over the tracks. Vocal FX are questionable. All the best and cheers.
You don't deserve me, you break.
I don't know. I really don't know. Next one is Johnny Chaney, Ill or the Third, Match My Name. Oh, submitted under Christian. Let's hear it. Sounds like a lot of noise to me. What is that? What is that?
Game of faith is not so hard. The Lord God is not far.
The Lord says you need to pursue a different career. Through me, the Lord is giving you. It's great that you worship, but please. Okay. Vocals are way off and need to be improved a lot in tonality, the delivery. Not you, Lord, the other Lord. Yeah, delivery need to be improved a lot. Music is below average. All the best and cheers. Okay, not much for me to do there. I'm not entirely sure if he submitted that as a joke or if that was actually meant serious. But I do assume that everybody sends everything that they send seriously. And that some people just don't have, the gift of music. Like, some people are born smart, some people are born beautiful, and some people are born with the gift of music, and some people are not. Wow. It's the same guy again. John Chaney III, Spirit Running the Pattern. Okay. He's really going at it today. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen either.
Cause the world is on approach, carries a heavy load, and half the plane is gonna miss the connection.
Oh man,
Controller better break
decent
on
effort.
God airspace.
As with
Modern
the
invention.
other songs, the vocals
Vegas
are
convention.
way off in every
Entrance to the big ladder.
respect. Music is basic and all the best and cheers. I really don't know what to say.
Not the perfect ending. Time to
Oh, I hear something better. This is Napali. Feel This Way. Second submission from Napali.
stop pretending. Oh, oh. Blame it on the timing. Find the silver lining. Oh,
I think we had
oh.
her on the last show or show before that.
Innocence tonight. Uh-oh. Losing all control will make it right. Oh, it's not every day you feel this.
And they're really cute. They wrote me, "Hey, we hope you like this song and we would appreciate your help in distracting this track." So they want my help in distracting it.
It's not every
I think they meant
day you
distributing
feel
it.
this way. We don't need
But it's okay.
DJ to dance the night away, the night away. It's not every day you feel this. It's not every day you feel this way. We don't need any DJ to dance the night away, the night away.
Okay, the best part are the vocals, and I'm guessing those are stock vocals because they're in a very stark contrast to the rest of the song, which is actually sounds like a kid made it on FL Studio with a onboard FM synthesis.
Attention, take a new direction. Oh, oh, oh. We don't need no innocence tonight.
Oh no, oh no. I'm gonna write decent effort, great vocals that don't really fit into the track of rather basic and somewhat mismatched music. All the best and cheers. And I get it a lot, but you all notice. If you've been watching this show, you notice that there's a lot of kids, that buy stock vocals, put them on their track. They're in the wrong key. They're in the wrong speed. The warping doesn't work. The cadence doesn't work. And then they just make some crappy music over it. And this is how you end up with, great vocals with horrible music. And then when you wonder, how is it that this song has such bad/basic music and such great music vocals, that's how it happens. Okay, next one, Matt BB from Canada. Ikebukuro Nights. That's how bad I am in Japanese. Singer-songwriter.
Like the autumn leaves in late September, I quickly fall Nights are ours to share.
And in case you're wondering, we got 26 left in the first round for today's show.
And here we go, winds of agony, in ecstasy, in love. And here we go,
Everything is shaking here. Something happened. Was it an earthquake? Nope. Somebody was slamming doors. Luckily, you can't see that on camera. Maybe you can because the camera is shaking against the. Because
so take my
so much for dry walls.
hand, it's never end. And let's make dreams that they remain.
Okay, the lower parts didn't really work out in the vocals. I would ask everybody that's outside of my studio to please stop slamming doors. At least so hard that my monitor wall keeps shaking. That would be totally appreciated. Thank you guys. Decent effort. Some difficulties hitting the low notes. Generally a cool song with some repetition all over. All the best and cheers. Not so bad. Not so bad. What could I say? Okay, next one is F1A3K0 on a roll rap. And it's going to be auto-tune trap rap. I bet like a can of beer on it. Here's the overdriven sub bass and the try for the trappy hats. It's actually so bad that I have to turn it down.
Then you know I'm cashing in. If I'm gonna shoot you, then you know I'm packing it. I'm looking brown, but I'm not from Pakistan.
Not sure he could afford auto-tune. Probably used some other stuff.
If I'm just winning, then you know I'm cashing it. If I'm gonna shoot you, then
Yep, that is what we usually get. Decent effort. Overdriven sub and distorted trap hats. Vocals are okay, but improvable. Vocals are improvable. Who am I kidding? Improvable both in tonality, rhythm, and delivery. All the best and cheers. The most difficult thing about rapping is rapping. Patrick Shannon is next up from the United States of America. Retrato, Latin pop. Oh, cool.
Tan natural es olvidar el ayer. Preguntas cómo pude yo hacer eso. Déjame contarte lo que me convirtió. Soy un hombre nuevo.
Oh, Junior's being drama queen? Okay.
Y me besó.
I see.
Todo el pasado lo borró y me tocó hasta el corazón. Y luego descubrí lo que es el verdadero amor. Ahora no me vengas a llorar. Vete, vuelve
And today I brought some stuff for me, so I don't starve on show. If you know what that is, tell me in the chat, and if you're right, you win something.
Dime para qué sirve sufrir. Es tiempo de ser feliz. ¿A dónde vive tu vida, tu vida? Si deseas revivir lo que ayer te hizo reír, confórmate con mi retrato. Ella llegó y me besó. Todo el pasado lo borró.
Lo borró.
Y me tocó.
Me tocó.
Hasta el corazón. Y luego descubrí lo que es el verdadero amor. Ahora no me vengas a llorar. Vete, vuela con la brisa. Se quedará en un retrato. La vida que tuviste junto a mí se ha convertido en rutina. Se quedará en un retrato. Dime para qué sirve sufrir. Es tiempo de ser feliz. ¿A dónde vive tu vida, tu vida? Si deseas revivir lo que ayer te hizo reír, confórmate con mi retrato. Amo, lo siento.
Okay, it's not totally bad. I'll put it in the second for this kind of genre, you know. I'm not entirely sure what it's called, actually, I have to say. And this is Tom Morgan from the United States of America with his song September. Singer-songwriter, country Americana.
Fades. Even the trees struggle for the dawn. Look up and summer slipped away. Look up again and she's gone. Ditch the bikes out in the alley. Got a one-way ticket out of town. Heading somewhere east of this valley. Somewhere lost, somewhere found. And I'm hoping there's a time to find the line. The words that rang so true. When summer brought you to my heart. September, I'm searching for you.
Well, it's not bad, is it?
Float out to the middle of the lake. Float on our backs, eyes toward the stars.
I don't know, I'm missing something in the vocals.
Said they seem so far away. Where they end is where we are. And I'm hoping there's a time.
But it's not totally bad.
Find the line. The words that rang so true. When summer brought you to my heart. September, I'm searching for you.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in the second. Oh, and this is... Hey, Arbitrator! Arbitrator the Masterator, my friend, how you doing? Oh, welcome to the show. And this is Silius from France. And Pet Dog says it's a wrapped snack. That's right, it is a wrapped snack. Absolutely, it is a wrapped snack, but the question is, which one is it? It's really hard to guess. It's really hard to guess, I know that. But that's kind of like the fun of it. And we're listening to Silius, and I have a video call tomorrow with Silius. So I'm not sure why he sent me this. Maybe to fire me up for the phone call, for the video call. Okay, I'm just checking his submission history. Yeah, I think this one is also pretty good. Kind of like commercial house stuff. Okay, second round for Silius on this one. I think the guy has potential. Gonna be interesting to talk with him tomorrow. Okay, next one. Gustavo Santanella from Argentina. Oh, it's a remix! No! We don't accept remixes and we don't want them on the show and we are not playing them. Okay, decent effort. Our label info states we don't accept remixes. Check it and save money. All the best and cheers. If there was a way to make people not submit unoriginal content, that would totally be cool. Alrighty. Next one is House of Zhang.
Who put us here and what are we living for?
Versus Trip Che versus Cat Zell.
In our endless pursuit for money,
all from
power and happiness,
Canada.
we forget.
With their song The New
There's
World.
enough for everyone's need, but not enough for everyone's greed.
Too many nature sounds. Oh yeah, bet dog.
Everybody just wants somebody to love. Everybody just wants enough to eat. Everybody
By the way, the challenge for this stream is... Oh, I almost showed it. Damn it! To find out what this is. What is this?
together we can make.
Man, I have to be careful not to show the sides. I'm not sponsored by these people. I have to be careful. People will be like, "Oh, you get money from the candy bar people."
Who to take the blame? Kids cry without tears. The new age lives in fear, but I have a dream. I have a dream. In our worlds apart.
I feel this song is a little bit too chaotic, a little bit too all over the place.
We don't have to hide from what is wrong. We'll stand
Decent
together
effort.
strong, 'cause
Not bad.
everybody just
Cool
wants
vocals.
somebody to love.
Okay, production. Song is a little bit all over the place and a bit chaotic. All the best and cheers.
Together we
I don't know. Hey, Scotty! Woo! It's always great to see my old crew coming back to the channel. I'm always happy. Oh, bad dog, you're close. Oh my God! OIJG87. He says Snickers, the new one with the crunch. Damn it! It's true. It's a. So OIJG, you get a reward, but you're gonna have to come over to the Twitch TV /record label boss in order to get that. And but it's kind of like it's not Snickers. It doesn't have peanuts. I think it has like crisp rice instead of peanuts. And I love peanuts, and I'm like, oh yeah, new one and stuff, you know? And it has caramel and everything, you know, which is cool. And everybody likes caramel and peanuts, you know? But then they replaced the peanuts with rice, and I'm like, what? Hey, what's up, Scotty? Scotty and Arby, how you doing? The two of you. Oh, by the way, we're listening to Asti from Germany, Only Place. Singer-songwriter. It's too all over the place. Decent effort. Okay, track that is out of sync in places and repetitive and should some good vocal parts. Music is improvable. All the best and cheers. Alrighty, let's go to the next one. Paul Moody from the United States of America with Oregon. And they say, hey, Count Zero Records, thanks so much. Down for collaboration in any way you think the vibe is right. Thank you for listening in any case. Good. Always call the name, that's right. Singer-songwriter indie folk sends 3 submissions so far. Okay, let's hear it. And Scotty says, doing alright, man. I'm pretty tired today. Need more sleep or coffee, one of these. Yeah. I used to drink like a lot of coffee. But nowadays I'm drinking 1 coffee in the morning. Because I used to drink anywhere from like 7 to 15 coffees a day. And that is not very healthy, so... Even though I love coffee, you know, it's like...
Don't know what you are seeking, but I know that I'm not it.
Oh, 3 max, beginner.
I always had the feeling this was bound to hurt bad kid.
Yeah, it was a pretty big lifestyle change when I got into the label business and I started working in the studio, which is in my house, and I had like this wonderful work environment where I could, you know, just go down, get a coffee, and come up here in the studio and work. But then I was no longer stressed, and then it was no longer that coffee was the only thing that was available to me. So I was able to eat and drink and do everything I wanted all day. And that led to other problems, you know. Me needing to control what I'm eating and drinking every day all the time, you know. Because now I can. When I was at my old work as a manager, you don't have a full fridge of stuff in front of you all the time. And, you know, all the drinks that you could possibly want, and coffee and tea and whatever, you know. Because we only had like a coffee machine in my office that my assistant would make me coffee on. So that's what I had all day, you know. Lots of meetings and coffee. And now I have like everything, and I need to really make sure I'm not, you know, going crazy with food and drink. And that poor guy that won the competition probably doesn't know what he needs to do now. Gosh. Yeah, easy access is a problem. I mean, everything. I have a beer tap, a barbecue grill, a huge fridge with all the food. Lots of beer, lots of other stuff. Coffee machines, like everything, you know. and you're like, yeah, let's go make a toast and let's, you know, make a burger, fry some chicken nuggets or put some chicken wings in the barbecue or whatnot, you know. It's very cool, but it's also... Hey, Bad Dog. Hi, it's cool. Yeah, it's cool, but it's also a bit of a challenge that you're not eating and drinking all the freaking time. Really, really. I don't have a problem with being distracted because I like to work. And I work, and then I take a break. So I don't have a problem with that at all. But the having food and drink all the time, it's a bit of a thing.
I'm her yesterday.
Okay, I'm gonna put Paul Moody in the second. And Scotty says, after COVID, I'm coming over to have a barbecue with you. Lol, I'll help you out. Yeah, sure, Scotty. Where are you from? I'm probably sure I asked you that a million times. And somewhere in the US. We delivered some. I read the address on the merch delivery, but I can't remember. Yeah. Yeah. If you want to visit some interesting Europeans, you're welcome. And we're listening to 7 Layer Piano Cakes, Kaleidoscope, singer-songwriter. Yeah, a lot of people are wanting to come over when Corona is over, you know. Like artists for recording, some people just to hang out. I'm gonna have so many visitors, it's gonna be insane. Those 7 layers are awful put together. Hey Bobo, how you doing? Happy birthday. So everybody, Bobo has his 12th birthday today, and his mom said she's gonna buy him a toy truck if he's good. I'm kidding. If you don't know why I'm laughing, it's what he typed in chat. You're off, I think. I know. This is your birthday music. Because I can't play Happy Birthday, you know. I can sing it, Happy Birthday to you. Oh man, we totally need a Happy Birthday scene. Like when one of the guests on the stream and one of the guys has like birthday, I need a Happy Birthday scene that I throw up where like girls are dancing and stuff, you know. Wow, I should have thought of that. Today they filled your last cavity. That is so nice, Bobo. You know, when I have birthday, that's also what I like to do. I like to go and get my cavities filled after I get an anal probe. Who wouldn't want that, you know? Come on. He's like, oh, what's on the menu today? It's your birthday. Go, shorty. It's your birthday. We're gonna fill the hole like it's your birthday. Fill a hole, you know, for both. Yeah, it's gonna be a great party. I can tell you that. Scotty says Avio knows how to party, lol. That's right, I do. And Bobo says I just wanted to get the feelings over done as quick as possible, so Heaven Station says this is my birthday, yeah. I totally understand it. That doesn't mean I can't make fun of it. Next appointment is in January for my wisdom teeth. Wow, you're already getting work on your wisdom teeth? It took, yeah, what? I guess mine started making problems when I was like, I don't know, 27. And then later I had to have them taken out because they were pushing up, and it was like pretty shitty. It was very painful. Not the extraction, but the time before that. Yeah, that happens. Mine were also like a bit... Okay, this is a decent effort. Okay, vocals and music that remains on a low intensity level and could use some variants. All the best and cheers. That was actually pretty stupid feedback. On a low key level. Okay, because it kind of like dribbles along. It's like la 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 la, and then it repeats a million times. Put the song away like the song suggests. Yeah. 7-layer piano cakes, another one. Wow, today's the day of double submissions, and we got 16 left in the first round. Yeah, that isn't very good either. Yeah, and I'm gonna make a huge party. Dude, when Corona is over, I'm gonna make a party and invite everybody. But it has to be warm enough so that we can go into in the pool, because my backyard is kind of like covered with that freaking pool. So if we can't use it, it's gonna be tight. But I have to do something like that, like Corona is over. Avio's Count Zero Records studio reopening party with like lots of famous people. Oh yeah, it's gonna be all duck. Everything's gonna be duck, you know. It's gonna be duck Snickers, duck beer, duck barbecue. It's gonna be just duck, you know. It's gonna be Ducko Taco. It's gonna be double duck. Okay, yeah, I don't. I'm like no for this song. I'm on the no train. Decent effort. Okay, track with some harmonic problems and the vocals that remain a bit thin and need better delivery. All the best and cheers. I'm just... Okay, duck water for people that don't drink it. And we're gonna listen to Jael Golden from the USA, someone you would know. Singer-songwriter, acoustic. And that's a good voice, that's a good voice. Yeah, but it's gotta be barbecue. Barbecue, swimming in the pool, music, and that stuff. And I'm gonna lock the studio so no drunk people come in here. Because that's the last thing I really need. Some drunk ass coming in here and like pouring beer over my console or something. Foie gras. Yeah, it would be great.
I just really need your love. Maybe you could be the one. I just wanna see you one more time. Oh,
they had a burger like that, dude. Nobody knows that, but you know, Gaetano and I, when it's not Corona, we regularly drive to Croatia because we have a company there, which is actually the holding company of Count Zero Records Group, and we do a lot of business in Croatia, and she is from Croatia, and we have lots of relatives there, blah blah, and we go party and everything. Anyway, we go to Croatia every 2 weeks, and we always eat at a McDonald's in Slovenia, because between Austria and Croatia is Slovenia. And one time I stopped there, and I shit you not, they have a foie gras McDonald's burger. And I was like, what? That was something. That was something. I tell you, it's true.
I just really need your love. Maybe you could be the one. I just wanna see.
Yeah, I ate it. Yes, of course I did. What the? Of course I did. You will be on your best behavior, yeah.
I just really need your love.
Hold on, where is it? Oh yeah, hold on, there's it. I'm gonna what the monkey? Why do I see myself? Okay, hold on. Okay, can I? Look at it! That was it, and it had this slice of liver, I guess, in there, and of course I ate it. I ate like every time I went there, because I'm like, what the monkey? Okay. Now, second round for this nice singing lady. Wait, so you were a good boy that day and Greta let you order it? Yeah, I was totally. And you know how surprised I was that it was in Slovenia and nowhere else. And never in my life have I ever seen that burger anywhere. And I knew right then that if I didn't get that burger right there, I would regret it for the rest of my life, because I would never have the opportunity again to do it. And how many people can say they ate the foie gras burger at McDonald's? How many people can say that? Not a lot of people. All right, Aeonian from Italy. And it's submitted under Christian Americana Classic Rock. And that's a tall order to compete against the people that originally make this. Vocals are off, yep. And Scotty, you promise you're not an obnoxious American? That's okay. We have a lot of experience with Americans because I spent a significant amount of time there and had a lot of personal interactions with Americans, and I kind of like have labels there now and stuff, so I don't know. I've had very good experiences with Americans as people. They're really nice people. I just think that the system over there isn't so great for its people. It seems to work rather well for the very rich people and not so well for everybody else. But what a lot of people say that the Americans are, obnoxious or stupid, that is because they themselves are culturally ignorant. You cannot go to a different country And then when people behave different, say, oh, why they're so different? That's like you go to Greece, people behave different in Greece, and they do. And then you say, why do they behave so different? They don't. They behave that way always because they're Greek. You go to Croatia, same thing. You go to Italy, same thing. So, everybody that goes to a foreign country and then says, why are these people so weird, Why are these people in Africa all so dark? That is like super ignorant, And it's the same thing with Americans. You go there and then you kind of like label them as something. But that's how they are. Decent effort. What's health insurance? Yeah, it's like, for us it's unimaginable. For us it's unimaginable not to have health insurance. And every single day that an Austrian doesn't have health insurance. Look, I had a friend that one day, he kind of like got out of a company contract and started his own business, which is working well. He calls me up and he says, hey, there's going to be 3 days where I don't have health insurance. What am I going to do if something happens to me in these 3 days where I don't have health insurance? And I said, don't worry, the Austrian law is that either the health insurance before you switch or after you switch covers the whole. And he was like, oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that information. And then we chatted a little bit. He had really a hard time because he was worried to not have health insurance for 3 days. What was going to happen? And so for us in Austria, it's like unimaginable to not have free healthcare for everything, because people are like, how are you going to afford that? And you can't. You can't afford a stay in a hospital. I mean, only if you're like super rich. Okay, so cool song with vocals that are a bit off. A bit off. And a general low-key approach. All the best and cheers. And Bobo says there are states with minimum wage is only $7 an hour. Yeah, that's also something that people here will be like,
I just know that you gon' ride.
Would not understand. I think our conglomerated total minimum wage is like 15 or something. In dollars it would probably be more like 17. Yeah, in dollars it would probably be more like 17, yeah. Even though that it works a little bit different here. We do have a minimum wage, but wages are not categorized by minimum wage or not. We have a system that is called the collective contracts. So every profession has like a table of your experience and the years that you worked in that profession, and there's a minimum wage for everything. So we literally have hundreds of minimum wages for everything you could possibly do, which is a tiny bit of a large amount of administration, but it makes the system very predictable. So you know what you earn before you even apply, because you can go and find out which job, which level, and which salary it would be at a minimum.
I just know that you gon' ride. I don't know why we.
An arbitrator says health insurance is where you give up liking what you want to do to take an unfulfilling job to get it. That's crazy, you know. Here it's like universal. And Scotty says I like 12% of my wages that go to a mediocre insurance plan, living the dream, guys. Well, for us also a lot of money goes to the plan, but our plan covers everything. I mean, like literally everything. You know, dental, optical, ear, nose, throat. Literally the only thing that the health insurance doesn't cover is plastic surgery, and that only if your shrink doesn't say you need it. So our health insurance even covers plastic surgery for people that have like reconstructive surgery because they were in an accident, or even if you have like a depression or you have actual tangible mental problems because you look very bad because you have like a deformity or something, insurance will pay for that as well. So the only thing you can't do is like increase the size of your boobs when there's nothing wrong with your boobs, you know. That is the only thing you're not gonna get. And fancy, you know, the insurance will not pay you Gucci glasses. They will pay you normal glasses, and they will not, you know, how can I say, you know, give you any kind of like, if you get a wheelchair, you get a wheelchair. If you get an electric wheelchair, you get an electric wheelchair. You don't get the luxury version of stuff. You get the I need it version of stuff. Kind of like, you know. And Scotty says, I know it bums me out, man, yeah. Bobo says, even I'm getting a large amount of what I pay back from the insurance. Yeah. For example, what they don't pay are my white fillings, you know. I have this white plastic ceramide whatever fillings that my dentist puts in that are not ugly, they're nice, and you have to pay the difference between the normal insurance approved material and the cosmetically desired material that you choose to put in your teeth. You can choose gold, you can choose platinum, but the insurance will not pay gold or platinum. They will pay, I don't know, regular insurance filling 0705, you know. And then you can choose if you want to have the regular insurance filling or you want to have some cosmetic shit and pay. And I do, and I pay like $70 per tooth to have the best stuff in there cosmetically. It's just for color, so that when I open my mouth it doesn't look stupid. That's all. Decent effort, basic trap with some good flow, but remains low key and a bit improvable. All the best and cheers. It wasn't so bad. Okay, let me read here. An arbitrator says, exactly, I would gladly pay more taxes for insurance that covers everything. That's how it is here. But we don't pay more. That's the point. We actually pay less. And that is the weirdest thing. Europeans typically pay less for health insurance than Americans do and get a lot more coverage. And that is because the law of insurance mathematics. You actually learned it in school, and I did because I'm an economist, so we had it in school. It essentially means if you spread liability over a large amount of people, it becomes more plannable. And the more it is plannable, the less risk the insurance incurs. And the less risk they incur, the less risk premium they have to charge. So the more people are insured, the cheaper insurance becomes. And then since everybody's insured in Europe, medical insurers use reinsurance and tie themselves together in a huge European insurance pot, making payouts and liabilities extremely calculable and extremely cheap. That's essentially how it works. And then, of course, we have a regulation in Austria and in most European countries that regulate what medical companies can charge maximum and what doctors can charge maximum. So there's a price cap on on every service that a doctor can provide or a medication company can provide. So they're not allowed to charge like 10 times the normal price for insulin just because they want to. Which is what happens in America, you know. They're essentially overcharging the crap out of people, and that's why it's so expensive, you know. And Bobo says, I go to the regular doc, I pay 25 euros, and I get 23 bags a few later. Yeah, it depends on the insurance you have. You either have this type of insurance in Europe that refunds you everything, or the one where you don't have to pay anything, or the one where you go there and you pay like $3 because there's some kind of surcharge you have to pay. But in general, the amounts that we pay for health insurance are not tangible. They're like nothing, you know. And Scotty says, when I was living in Scotland, I think there was a 20% tax and it covered everything for you. Yeah. Yeah. It is. And most of it that we pay, actually, most of the money that we pay in taxes goes actually to jobless insurance and to retirement insurance. So when we say we're paying taxes, what most Austrians mean and what Americans don't understand is that when Europeans pay taxes, they actually pay health insurance and retirement. The actual taxes that we pay are not higher than the ones in America, typically. A typical Austrian would pay no more than 16% actual taxes. That would be taxes, as in taxes that go from his account to the state for redistribution. The rest is health insurance and pension that goes on his own account. So some years ago, they introduced a system because people were complaining, I'm paying pension for somebody else, blah, 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 whatnot. So now everything goes on your own account. Your health insurance, your pension, everything is in your own account. And the doctors and the system books against that account. So it's literally you paying yourself. The state is essentially just kind of like forcing you to take care of yourself. And that is it. And this is why Americans think we're paying 50% taxes, but we're not. That money gets taken from you, but it is placed on locked accounts that you have no access to, that can only be tapped by you when you go to retirement, when you have a healthcare problem, etc., etc. They force you to save for your pension. Yes, absolutely they do. Unless you're an entrepreneur and you are the owner of a company like I am, then you get the choice, because they say, well, if you own your own company and you're dumb enough not to make sure you have money when you're old, then too bad for you. But you will still be covered under the minimum insurance. And the state guarantees everybody a minimum insurance of around $1,000 a month. So if you happen to be, and that is actually the only thing I can think of, an entrepreneur that chooses to opt out of pension and then falls on hard times, the social net will cover you. Yes, Bobo, that's right. So that's how it is. They essentially force you to take care of yourself. And Getano says we actually have an e-citizen program where we can see every kuna we paid for tax, health insurance, and pension fund. That's right. Austria has it too. E-citizen stuff, and you can look on your accounts, you know. And then people go to their retirement accounts and they drool over them because there's like, tens of thousands of dollars in there and you cannot get to them, But the state will say, that's it. And Greta is paying willingly for her pension fund because she's also currently an entrepreneur, but she's paying. So if you have any questions about the European healthcare systems, we recently had, Greta and I had to go extremely deeply into it because the things of in and around Corona and our labels. And so we had to, investigate, learn about all of this insurance and pension stuff for our company and our companies. And I'm just going through the yes-nos while we're talking about health insurance. You're watching Record Label Boss, the A&R show with your boy Avi on the microphone. We broadcast live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 2000 Central European Time. Join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you want to chat with us, go to twitch.tv/recordlabelboss and join us live on the chat. And Bobo says, in Belgium, our taxes for all kinds of people, disabled pension, the whole shebang. Our taxes go to all kinds of people. Yep. Yeah, it used to be that way. Also in Austria, to where you pay taxes and they then put it for you somewhere. But like a decade ago, they thought it would be more transparent if you actually kind of like pay your own accounts. And it's like the state isn't taking something away from you, but instead taking something from your paycheck and putting it on your retirement account for you. So that wasn't a transparency issue. At the end of the day, it's still the same. But as an economist, in economy, taxes are defined as money that goes from its population to the state and then is open for redistribution, which our health insurance and pension is not. It's not a tax. It's not open for redistribution and nobody else can get it other than you. It's only for you. It's you paying yourself. And the tax itself... That's horrible. Is a lot less. And actually, we have a lot of people. Most Austrians don't pay tax at all, by the way. And a very few people know that. And they say, you live in a socialist country, you live in a social democratic country, whatever they call it, because they want to make fun of us. But we do live in a country where most people don't pay tax at all. And they're like, what? How is that? And it's because up to a certain amount of income, you don't pay tax. It starts at a certain amount, and it just happens so that a significant amount of Austrians don't make a significant amount of money above that level. So if you're just a normal dude, working at a supermarket, or you're a worker, or things like that, chances are you'll never pay taxes in your life. And then when I say, and here comes the kicker, and then when I say to my American friends, you pay more taxes in America than we do because you pay flat tax and not progressive tax, and whatever is taken from you doesn't go into your own accounts. So at the end of the day, your state takes more money from you than our state does. Nobody believes me. Most people, and a cool guy Weed says that's how it should be in the US too. Yeah, I think so, but I'm biased, you know. And Bobo says I'm 22 and haven't paid a thing since I became 18. Yeah. When I was young, I didn't pay taxes either. I had to make a contribution to my pension and to my healthcare. But I started paying taxes when I was actual taxes when I was maybe 30, because that's when I started earning, you know, more decent money. So and if you're a hairdresser in Austria, you'll never pay tax in your life ever. Like never. And you'll pay the minimum for retirement and the minimum for health insurance, and you'll enjoy all the benefits from it. So, at my student job, I only pay like 1% tax. yeah, that's okay, you know. And so a lot of things that people say on TV about Europe, on American TV about Europe, are essentially lies. Because A, they really don't know, or B, they don't want to say the truth. And the funniest thing I've seen was some guy on an interesting right-wing channel that starts with F. And he said, you know, I was in Europe for 2 years, I was doing that, blah, 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 whatnot. And it's all a lie. They pay an enormous amount of money for their health insurance, and they get no service at all. And all the guys were on that TV show were nodding, like in competition. Who can nod more? Yes, that's true, that's right. They pay a lot and they get nothing for it. And I think that's very sad, because Europeans do look at American TV and do look, you know, and I think a lot of people don't appreciate if people lie about them all the freaking time. Because I don't go around lying about Americans either. I don't go on TV and say horrible things about them that aren't true. I either say nothing, I say I don't know, or I stay out of it, you know. But I think many times they're not even talking to us, they're talking to their other fellow Americans, trying to use Europe as a pointing case, you know. It can't work. And you know, university is free, and people are like, yeah, that is not possible. I'm like, yeah, it is possible. And they're like, how can it be possible? How can it be possible? very, very easy, because the people that work at the university get a normal salary. Our doctors and professors are not super rich, you know. They don't make insane amounts of money. They make a normal salary. So in Austria, you become a doctor because you want to be a doctor. You become a professor because you want to be a professor. Not because, you know, it's a lot of money. And Bobo says, I only paid around 900 euros for a year of college. Yeah. In most countries actually, that's a lie. In Austria, it's free. And in most other countries, it's near free, you know. I don't know exactly how it works, but the general idea that you have to like pay lots of money for your college is fairly weird to us, because everybody would say, but how can you afford it when you're a young boy? And then the Americans would say, well, your parents have to pay for it. And then the European would typically say, wow, so you have to be rich? Yeah, and there you go. There's the problem. Or you can take a student loan, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you one better. When I was young, when I was 19, I started studying in Austria. And my father was working outside of Austria, so he didn't declare his income. And only my mother's income inside of Austria was declared. And since I had really good grades, not really good grades, just good grades, I applied for state funding. And while I was at university, I got what is now approximately 1,000 euro every month to be able to study. So the state paid me to go to university. Not only did I not have to pay for it, but the state paid me to go. And therein is the difference. So I got this assistance. That's so horrible. I got this assistance, I think, for 4 to 5 years. 1,000 every month. That's 12,000 every year. I got it 4 years. So I got about 50,000. Sorry, I got about 50,000 from the state to go to university and to stay in university, which allowed me, together with me working at an IT center at the university, to have actually a very decent life, because I made like $500 working, so I had 1,500, and with that I was totally fine living, you know. I didn't have much. I didn't have a car or anything, but you'll be fine, you know. And Tri-Fail Repeat is hey Tri-Fail Repeat, by the way, how you doing? I'm still paying off my student loans. There's another important question to ask. Hope you don't mind. How was the duck? I haven't. The missus has determined that she will supply the date upon which I will be allowed to have duck dinner with her. So we're all hoping that's gonna be soon.
He finds himself walking so much easier alone.
Bum.
The winter chills cutting through, feels it deep in his soul. Back to the bar, drown the doubts, that's the drill.
Yeah, it's the truth. God, I swear to God, I would have done it like the same day. And she said no. You have to do it on stream, and you have to do it with me. And it can't be this Corona thing and this Chinese restaurant here. So she has a plan, and I'm not allowed, you know, to violate the very specific plans that exist.
Just can't seem to get it right.
Oh yeah, that was it. The juniors will go. The juniors will go. And Tri-Fail says, in the Netherlands, only a part is funded. Oh, I didn't know that. Depending on how much your parents make. Ah, okay. That makes sense. And you can get loans for the fund for the rest living. Okay, I understand that. I get that. I do get that. Yeah, so ask Keta when it's gonna happen. Yeah, I don't agree with the music there. I'm just going through the yes-no submissions while we're talking. If anything pops out to you, just, you know, give me a shout out and say, hey, I like that song. I need to know ahead of time so I can make the time off. Duck dinner. You know what, guys? We're gonna do a special. We're gonna do a special. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna try to incorporate the whole duck dinner thing. So we're gonna make a record label boss special, the duck dinner. And Trifield Repeat says, my parents made more than enough, but my relationship back then with them was kind of hit rock bottom. Yeah, tell me about it. So worked my way through my studies and loaned a lot. Yeah, I understand that, Trifield. Happens. Was the same thing for me, kind of like. Almost paid off, says Bobo. Magneto Plaza. Okay, let's. Yeah, when I heard about the whole student loan thing in America, I was shocked, you know? I mean, I could have paid back a student loan by now, but it would not have made me... The reason why I have this label, the reason why I'm sitting here, the reason why I'm giving artists a chance at becoming something, all of these things are happening because I didn't have student loan. If I had student loan debt like they have in the US, I'd still be in a cubicle. It's insane. Payfield Repeat says, the boss asked me a special question today. If I wanted to job a team leader, sure. Your first step into management will start tomorrow. Wow, that's great. 9K left, that's not much. If you need any advice, you can ask me. I helped a lot of people that were working for me through like team leader and department head levels. It was quite a journey for me to go from an intern to a member of the management board, you know. That was insane. And then to leave it, that was something. That was something. That was definitely something. Okay. Okay, next one is Guillermo Martorell, Spain, Corcuevos. So I think like not everybody's born or right for a management career, but you'll only know if you'll try. So it's 100% you have my support on trying it. You really, really, really should do it. And you will see if you like it. If you like it, if you're good. And if not, you know, it's also cool. There's a lot of people that are very happy and make a lot of money and they're not managers. And Trifail Repeat says, I'm already the unofficial team lead for months. Now it's just the money and credentials. That's a bonus. Yeah, that's how promotions happen, you know. People always think that promotions happen that, you know, you apply and then all of a sudden somebody comes and says, you're it! And then your life turns around. Most of the times it happens that you're doing the things long before, and then finally, after months, the company just recognizes what has already established itself by the virtue of the normative force of reality. Yeah, maybe try, maybe fail, but then you will repeat. That's good. Yes. And Arbitrator says the issue with student loans is the interest. Yeah. Many can that is horrible. I mean, I cannot imagine what I would think if I start my life with 23 or 25 or something and have like 250,000 in debt. I don't know what I would do. I don't know what. It took me such a long time to make that kind of money, you know. Okay, on to the next one. And on to the talk of success, life, and everything else. Disconnecting, reconnecting, what's going on? By the way, you're welcome to donate right under the stream at countzerorecords.tv or at twitch.tv/recordlabelboss. So if you join us on our webpage or if you join us on Twitch, then you can donate under the stream to me or to anyone else of our artists. Actually, you can go to countzerorecords.com and donate to any artist that you think is cool. Got that set up for them.
You still make my heart beat.
And I feel like a little bit of a student again now, you know, because I'm again building something, because I'm again doing something exciting. I'm doing something new. I don't know what the future holds. And that is very cool to me. I think it's good for young people to see both the corporate world and the entrepreneurial world. And I think, by the way, I'm one that thinks that you should start with the corporate world first, because you'll get the skills that you need to become an entrepreneur yourself. And I've been very involved in the startup scene so far over the last few years, and I have to say that it's almost criminal, this culture of startup that is being so overhyped for young people, because most of them just end up wasting a lot of money and time. But of course you never hear about it because all they run is the success stories. But the 1,000 people that fail and like lose their house over it, you never hear. So I think we need a little bit of a different corporate culture in terms of startups. Because I've seen startups burn money on things that I knew for decades wouldn't work. And they would just continuously zerg into the one stupid thing after another and just burn millions from whoever they found would give them the money. Okay, there's a little bit of something isn't right. Not in sync. So going back all the way, reason why this conversation started was the barbecue with Avio. And if you are a VIP in our channel, you will get invited to the barbecue with Avio. Absolutely. I'm not sure how many VIPs we have, and I'm counting now, I'm sure. Very far to travel, that's right. Well, I can't make you travel, but I can invite you. And Try Fail Repeat says, hi, I haven't ever made that kind of money. My student loans were about 30k total, started paying off about 10 years ago. Wow. Peanuts compared to the US numbers, yeah. Still huge for me. I believe you. But to be honest, all the debts and shit that went on the back then did kind of form me and turned out just fine with a freaking awesome puppy. So I won't complain. That's good, that's good. If you don't have any struggle in your life, you'll never be formed into anything worthy, you know? The guys that I know that never had a struggle in their life are the most unhappy and incompetent guys. And some of my guys are like rich from their parents' side, and a lot of them are very unhappy, and a lot of them are very incompetent. So adversity makes you stronger. It's 100% true. The guys that I know that are the most capable are the ones that had the most adversity, like all their life. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Dylan Cherry is the last one for the first round. So everybody out there that has a lot of adversity or problems in their life, I can guarantee it's for the betterment of you. You'll get through it and you'll be better for it. In the moment it sucks, but afterward it's gonna be great. And it doesn't even matter if you win or lose, your challenge. Just being challenged and trying to solve the challenge is actually the growth. Because sometimes you can't succeed because it's too difficult. And sometimes you can succeed because it's easy. But being challenged and reacting to the challenge and rising to it is nope, don't like it. That's actually the good thing. So, let's see. Second round. I'm gonna play some music from myself to reinitialize my head. Okay, nothing stuck out there in the yes-nos for me. Not too much, at least. By the way, we're gonna do the barbecue with Avio, and everybody who is wanting to come and is a VIP on the channel is invited to do so. I know I cannot carry you over the pond or fly a plane for you, but I can still invite you. So there's that. And I think that the year after Corona, probably 2022, is going to be a very interesting year because we're going to try to do a lot of touring. We're going to try to do a lot of festivals. And everybody's going to want to get out and start performing again and everything, So it's going to be crazy. By the way, if you're interested in working with us, you can also hit me up. Because we're always looking for people to work with and for us. And it's actually difficult to find entrepreneurial spirits. A lot of people want to have some kind of like super fixed down payment, and that's not what you can expect with us. It's more like a franchise, So if you know anybody that's interested in doing something with them for us on a percentage basis, let them know. We're always looking for people in various skill sets. And since it's difficult to recruit people from inside the music industry, most of the people actually come from outside. And Trifiller Pete says, "Hey, but my Belgian neighbor, are you Wallon or a Vlander?" Flanders, yeah, these two, yeah, the letter of Flanders. Everybody ready to burst out and perform live. That's right. Everybody wants to do a freaking tour, They're like, yeah, I want to do a European tour. Yeah, I'm considering just renting a huge bus, cramming all of my artists in there, and just driving through the entirety of Europe and gigging with all of them, I mean, you can do that, but I think sadly we're going to need a little bit more organization. And Scotty's interested. I'm not sure what I could do, though. There's a million things that we need. There's a lot of things that we need in a label that go from technical to social to economic to music, to management. But send us an email to, hold on, I'll type it in here. And where am I? Here am I. Oh, it's Karma's tea. That's office at countzerorecords.com. It'll go to me as well. And then we can talk a little bit about it. Aha! Look, now they're talking. Okay, I don't know that. Now they're talking in angelic tongues in the channel. Good to know. They will never know. Dude, I'm gonna put this in the translator. That's not gonna be. That is not gonna be so difficult. I'm just gonna hit up translate. Dude, translate. I'm just gonna put translate. Enter text. Do you think we have snowed planets on this canal over you in the Netherlands? Oh well, that is very interesting. Do you think we have snowed planets on this canal over you in the Netherlands? I'm not sure if that's completely correct. It's auto translate. Translate from Dutch. Oh, hold on. Now there's a different thing. So we can just forge nefarious plans to take over this channel into... Oh my god! The conspiracy! The conspiracy has been found out. Ha 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 ha! $700 to fly to Austria. That's right. It's not that bad. And if anybody's coming, we can pick them up at the airport or point them to airport transport service. It's not really difficult. It's not super expensive to go from the US to Austria, depending on where you are in the US, you know. I mean, Geta and RLB might understand some words because of the STC Alliance. And who did translate it correctly? Who did, huh? You cannot forge any nefarious plans without me knowing. I have the power of Google Translate. So your cheapest option is usually to go from somewhere on the East Coast to Vienna. But also a very cheap option is to go to Maribor in Slovenia, which is actually closer than Vienna to us, and is cheaper because Slovenia is Maribor is a cheaper airport. So there's a bunch of options to get to Europe cheap, and you don't need a super nice flight or anything. Who gives a you know, if you get like crackers or burgers while you're flying, because you know you need to get over there, and then you can do the good eating here. I mean, who gives a shit about airplane food anyway? All right. Second round, Filthy Brats from France. Maybe I'll come by and hack your studio to steal something worth a duck dinner. Hack the studio? Dude, if you see the studio, there's nothing to hack. It's mostly analog gear. The only thing you could do is like unplug my million hard drives and steal masters from various artists, which would be very horrible. Ljubljana, yeah? Ljubljana and Maribor have airports. And they're like an hour from here. Is it cheaper, Ljubljana? Because it depends. Sometimes... Oh, it's more expensive. Really? Wow. Okay. Never mind my advice then. And we are actually in Graz. So you can even, directly come to the city. Then you have like a 30-minute drive. So it can be picked up really easy. Graz is 1,200. Ooh. Ooh. What's the cheapest? Vienna probably, huh? Nah, forget about it. Everything in Austria is like only hours away. So if you go to Vienna, which is probably the cheapest, that's like a 2-hour drive. So it's not a problem. And the bus from Vienna to Graz is like $10. So just take the cheapest location around. Yeah, take Vienna then. It's no problem at all. Not bad at all. Decent effort. I have an EU tank card from the company. Won't cost me a cent to go to Austria. Ooh. That's a great idea, by the way. When Corona is over, you should totally come by. If you have a gas card from your company, it's like not bad. Not bad at all. Decent effort. Vocals are sometimes hard to understand. Cool old school feeling. All the best and cheers. I am. Get to know. I have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Vienna, yeah.
Listen.
And you kind of like have to go to Vienna. I think what's cheaper than Vienna is Frankfurt in Germany, but that's a long drive. Flight Vienna USA New York 420. From Vienna to the United States, New York is the cheapest, But yeah, it's a big airport, yeah, of course.
This potent sound is found underneath the ground, so I'm plucking up the root. I'm just talking truth. You can duck or shoot or call the trips. That's nothing new. What's wrong with you? I got the blues.
And everybody's got these like $100 and $200 flights.
If that's true, I'ma do what I have to do. Number one rule, always have to keep it cool. Sing slow, the ink slow. The water's got me drowning, but I'm still on my tip.
To USA.
Sing slow, the ink slow. The water's got me drowning, but I'm still on my tiptoes. Said, sing slow, the ink slow.
But I mean, typically you wouldn't come over just for a party. So you usually do more than just a party.
Unlike those guys that wear really tight fit clothes, I suppose never froze, packing heat for the stove. Yeah, she said she wished she had my soul, but I had to go, had to show I was strong enough to be alone. Now I'm in the zone, getting blown like a saxophone. So I'm coming, never frontin', I'm making something from nothing. These niggas always I'm busting the rhymes in a dozen flows. I can never.
What do you think about this rap song, guys and girls?
Yeah, we making dough, feel like we're about to blow. Got the whole world unlocked, we sit in a spot that's far from the top, but give it all we got, cause on the journey we can never stop, never clock. I'm swimming upstream in the ocean, body soaking.
Yeah, it's got a good flow, yeah.
I keep on flowing, I put my soul in my hands.
Yeah, parties, he decides, that's right.
It's in my poems, ayy. Sing slow, the ink slow. The water's got me drowning, but I'm still on my tiptoes. Set, sing slow.
There's a lot of the good thing about Austria is that it's like in the middle of Europe. You can be in Italy in hours. You can be in Croatia in hours. You can be at the Mediterranean in hours. You can be skiing in hours. You can be, you know, anywhere you really want to be in like an afternoon car ride. So you can have like breakfast in Austria and dinner in Italy. That is all very, very possible. And that's actually what we do, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we here in Graz, we're at the south of Austria, which means we're very close to Italy and Croatia.
The ink slow, the water's got me drowning, but I'm still on my tiptoes, breathing, but I still got my lips closed. I got big goals, unlike those guys that wear really tight fit clothes. I said fuck that.
Okay, he's got another one. Let's hear that one first before we think about it.
I'm exhausted from chasing the craft, I'm chasing the path, but always taking it back. Remember I was taking attacks, I'm too attached from the streets to the flats. Never wanna see a black cat, never wanna see a man that acts like a rat. Never wanna see your ass, got the wrong time or the wrong place. You got the long face cause the song plays every day, and that's even on a Sunday. Yeah, I'm preaching and feasting, I'm hungry. Lyrics bumping at the system, I'm just a junkie. You can't stop me or knock me. My style's so complex that the haters wanna copy. I move so godly that I'm conscious of the soul in my heart. I reminisce to the start. I was kicking the part with the kids in the park, still missing the dark, still trying to make my light shine through the art. You know the art came to move the people like it's Noah's Ark, flow like a Mozart. Already told you I'm blessed with composure. Put me down and not stress, I'll get over. I'm not over when I say the jig is up. I'm here to expose you till nobody knows you. Wake up from your coma. I'm cold as pneumonia, but still got the persona that leaves you feeling witness that I writ this, I flip this. It's linguistics, it's so twisted. You say that kid is so gifted, it can't be scripted. I get descriptive, the script is that you can never skip this. And if I switch it,
7 out of 10 from Scotty. I would probably do the same thing. And Trifiddle Repeat says, well, you forgot to mention that totally crazy, crappy part of Austria. They are complete idiots when it comes to traffic jams. Really? They split so there's a giant gap in the middle of the road, and get this, if you're on a motorcycle, you can utilize the gap. It's called Rettungsgasse, and it's for emergency vehicles, you know? It's so emergency vehicles can get through, you know? Otherwise they would get stuck in a traffic jam and they couldn't go anywhere. Okay, we're gonna invite Oyak to the talent pool. Cool song and decent effort, good vocals and nice music. Join our talent pool. We would like to hear more. All the best and cheers. Yeah, but if the motorcycle utilizes the gap, the traffic jam will get shorter. There's just not so many motorcycles. You have to understand that in Austria, we have like a lot of winter. So if you have a motorcycle in Austria, you can ride it for like 3 months out of the year. And a lot of guys buy a motorcycle and then have it for 10 years and find out that they only used it 20 times in 10 years, and then they get rid of it. And Trifatal says now motorcycles just standing still in the traffic jam and people jamming on their horns if you just go through the middle. Yeah. It is so. Nothing is perfect. It would be unfair, you know. But generally, I only see motorcycles when it's these like first beautiful days of spring, and in the summer when it's really warm generally. But other than that, I use my motorcycle for about 3 weeks a year, about 5,000 kilometers a couple of weekends. In a weekend vacation every year, yeah. I used to have a 125 scooter that I actually utilized all year round in the city, just for getting around in the city, you know? And that was pretty cool because the city's always cleared of snow, and then you can go to shopping, to the university, wherever you need to be with the scooter much faster than with the car, and you can place it and stuff. So the scooter was really cool, and I always used it. But an actual motorcycle, you know. And Bobo says the only problem in Belgium is people not moving a bit out of the way. They don't honk you. I'll also tell him to invite this guy. Cool song and decent effort. Many nice parts, and we would like to hear more. Join our talent pool. All the best and cheers. A lot of these songs are just, you know, how can I say, sevens, you know, 7, 7, 5, and you're like on the brink about them. And you're like, I don't know. But Gaetano wants me to buy a motorcycle, you know. She said that I should really have a motorcycle because it makes it easier for me to have a girlfriend that can then ride in the back of my motorcycle with me. The blonde girlfriend, you know. So Geta is really wanting me to get a motorcycle. She wholeheartedly supports it. That's what it is. That's what it is. And this is Ramona the Riot. Pop rock. If you like what you're hearing, just let me know. The problem in Belgium are the holes in the road? Wow. Oh, you don't like the song, Geta? And Trifail says he drove a couple of around the Ardennes in September. Almost no traffic and pretty decent roads, so no Belgium hate for me. Belgium roads are crap? Wow. I never knew that. I hardly know anything about Belgium other than the fact that they invented the French fries. And what I want to do is go to Belgium and eat the fries. And drink their beer. Fries and beer, I think. And waffles, if that's actually a thing. Yes for the motorcycle and yes for the song. Yeah, great. Yes for song. Okay. Ramona and the Riot. Let me hear if they have another song. We're also the central point for the chocolate industry. Oh yeah!
Show me the question, give me the lesson, so that I understand the soul of a man.
If you'd cross the border, you really hear it.
And I want your attention. Give me
Yeah, that's why I Yeah, I know. I have to go to Belgium one day. It's one of the few countries where I haven't been. I've been in almost every European country. Like very few ones I haven't been. And it was always surprising. I think in most countries I had one or another thing that was totally surprising to me that I wouldn't be thinking about it. Little fat dudes pissing in ponds. That's Mannequin Piss. That's in Denmark, right? No, not Denmark. Belgium. Really? I didn't know that. I thought it was in some kind of Nordic country. Come on, you're pulling my chain. Mannequin Peace. In Brussels. It's true. Holy crap. I never knew that. I thought that that was like... There you go, Mannequin Peace. It is actually from Brussels. I know my own country. Okay. That is going to be a great tour if we go to Belgium. Because I've never been there. I know almost nothing about it. And that's always the greatest tours, you know. Cool song and good voice. Send us an email to we can have a chat. It's gonna be a Get to Know Artist. All the best and cheers. Because Get to Know has agreed to start running artists. So that's good.
Tan natural es olvidar el ayer. Preguntas cómo pude yo hacer eso. Déjame contarte lo que
Oh,
me
Scotty has got to go. Okay, see you on Wednesday. Send me email.
Soy un hombre nuevo.
That hot chick on a rock is Denmark. Oh, the little Oh, that's right. That's right. Try, Phil, repeat. That's right. Oh, why is he so loud? Lo borró. I'm gonna turn him down. In Ghent, the students once took over the Gravestein. Did some castle in the middle of the city. They hold it for one day as a joke. Uh-huh. Is that your form of entertainment you have there? Students taking over parts of the city while they're eating chocolate and pissing in the fountain? Well, most people just think of it as like Brussels, the place where all the EU bureaucrats are and everything like that. But since you invented the fried potato, you have to be a genius country because the fried potato became probably the most eaten thing in the world. Like, literally. In the potato eating world. You know, the people that are not eating rice. Would be hard to pull these days, yeah. And I saw a documentary about Belgium once, I have to say. And that actually sparked my interest about Belgium, you know. The Austrian broadcaster actually made a pretty decent documentary about Belgium outside of all the EU stuff, you know. And Netherlands, yes, of course, try, fail, repeat. Netherlands are super. The genius country. Ghent also invented a very sweet candy named Neutikes. They're very delicious, and the one was a sort of war between two people that sold it. Yeah, that's always... those stories are always very interesting. And the reason why Belgium is so interesting for me, and excuse me Dutch, is because I knew so very little about it, like nothing. You know something about the Dutch. I mean, the Dutch were super important about 300 years back. There's so many things that we know about the Dutch, how important they were, what they did, how progressive they were, how progressive they are. There's many things, especially connected to sea power and trade, that are obvious if you like learn about history. But Belgium is like whatever happened in Belgium, you know. They both get the candy from the same factory. That's funny. And Trifle Repeat says, we think Belgians are dumb and consider Belgium to be part of the Netherlands. We gave back to Mother Nature.
Tan natural es olvidar el ayer. Preguntas cómo pude yo hacer eso.
And you people still come back to the Ardennes in the summer vacation. The Dutch go everywhere. You can find them everywhere. And they don't have any kind of fear of long car trips. Like the Dutch people will literally drive to Africa if they could. Geta, what are we gonna do with this Mexican type of song here? Yeah, but during the summer in the Ardennes, always picnic with people from the Netherlands. That's right. In my defense, we go anywhere, and I also like the corners for riding my bike. Yeah. Now the only thing I don't know, and this might sound interesting, about the Dutch is food. I cannot tell you one food that I associate with the Dutch people. I mean, you have the obvious things like cheese, but I mean prepared foods, you know? You'd associate something with every country in Europe, and I can associate absolutely nothing with the Dutch people. Like, at all. That they invented in terms of culinary, you know? France has better landscapes, yeah. Cheese and stroop waffles. The Kaskop. Cheese heads, Kaskop. Yeah, so, I don't know. Klompen. that like anybody outside of the Netherlands would know. Wooden shoes. I mean, yeah, that's the obvious things like tulips and Gouda and stuff, you know. France is further away in northern. France sucks. I've been in France quite a few times and I actually thought it was nice. Just that the food was like super expensive for some reason in the restaurant. And they were all paying hilarious amounts for the food in the restaurant. That was so weird for me. To pay like... And I was in college back then at a university, you know. And to pay like a minimum of... I don't know, $50, $60, $70 for a normal... like eating in a restaurant, you know, where in Austria you pay like 10 and you can eat a lot, and in Croatia you pay like 7 and you get an extreme amount, you know. And Trifail Repeat says Oli Bollen, the original donuts. Oli Bollen. Well, donuts come from Krapfen, and Krapfen are from somewhere. I think they were popularized in the Austrian Empire, but they actually come from Slovakia or something. My parents lived in France for a decade, says Trifail Repeat. That's a nice motorcycling, but far away in the Ardèche. Okay. Cool song and decent effort. We would like to hear more. Join our talent pool. All the best and cheers. And now that Tom Morgan's song isn't playing, okay, that other song isn't playing either. Great. That is just great. All right, come on. Can't play this song, can't play that song, can't play that song either. Okay, let's just listen to this one. Paul Moody, Oregon. Hold on, let me catch up on the chat, guys. Still don't know why the English pair French fries with fish and call it fish and chips. Freaking weird. Well, it's actually pretty nice. It's like the only English food that I would eat, or that I did eat, or that I don't find repulsive. It's fish and chips, because it's batter fried fish with fries. Everything else they make is horrible. And Trifail Repeat says, no, donuts are descending from the Dutch oliebollen, taken to the USA by Dutch colonialists. Yeah, but the oliebollen is probably a descendant from the Krapfen. But then again, you know, yeast dough with sugar is probably a fairly universal thing to fry. And Bobo said, for school I went to the UK and stayed with a family there. She made fries in the oven. Yeah, people do if they want to, you know, not have so fat fries, you know. But I think at that time when she did, it was because the English are horrible cooks. It's like... I always thought England was a country with a lot of culture. And then I went there. And they're like the biggest barbarians you've ever seen. It's like the birthplace of the complete lack of any civilization or culture. That was like so amazing. And like weird. And Trifail Repeat says, haha, I had the same experience, but I got an English breakfast with bean and blood sausage. It was traditional but horrible. Yeah.
I'd be longing for you.
The only culture they have in hooligans is football, yeah. Yeah, I worked there for a while, and the only thing I liked in England are things that are not English. Like, everything foreign in England is pretty cool. Like, Chinese restaurants. Or Indian restaurants. But you can't eat there because it's so fucking hot, but it's still pretty cool. And foreign, like, bars. But everything English is horrible. Even the pubs, go to the Irish pubs, not to the English pubs. Go to the Irish pubs, like a million times better. Don't go to anything English, do anything English, or consume anything English in England, and you'll be fine, you know. So I went to like an American burger place, an Irish pub, a Chinese restaurant, and other foreign joints that were my thing, you know, and I completely avoided anything English. And that was my experience, because everything English I tried, no matter what it was totally horrible. And people then said, wow, you worked in London, it was so great, and now you're coming back, what kind of experience you made there? And I said, it's a piece of shit. The weather's always bad. The women are probably the most ugly people I've seen in my life. It's always raining. It's dark and dreary. People are either working or drunk. Everything is expensive. The food is horrible. There's no nice partying because they're all fucking drunk and beating each other up all the time. Wow. And you know, like, wow, this place. The club I support once stunted by knocking out the top team out of the European League. And after that, the people working for the club praised how our fans behaved during the whole day. UK team.
Oh, she's gone to Oregon.
I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that, Bobo. Is that surprising or normal? In which way is it extraordinary? Tottenham Ghent like 4 to 5 years ago. Oh, so the people in the UK were impressed how well fans from other countries behave, right? Was that it?
With the cup jeans, wouldn't have it any other way. Feelings when you touch me, baby, please believe me when I say that every heart has a weakness. Maybe yours is mine, maybe mine stops.
Oh, she has a cool voice. I want to talk to her. Cool voice and nice acoustic. Send an email to.
I told you in advance that I need you, despite all of the circumstances, despite all of your flaws. I know you got me now. Always be around. I just really need your love.
I think their voice carries enough to where you can actually make an acoustic album. No, it was just our fans they praised for behaving good all night. Yeah, because this whole hooliganism that they have there isn't really culture or great. It's just a bunch of frustrated workers trying to, you know, get into shit so they can beat the crap out of each other. And I'm not entirely sure that is something you would want, you know. For any reason, you know. Because quite frankly, why would you, you know, want that kind of culture and think it's an achievement of some sort to have this? Not really getting it, but I don't have to, you know. Hold on, we're just gonna check it to see if the songs are gonna play. Up. Bunch of songs not playing. Okay, this one is. Yeah, the English are huge soccer fans, aren't they? And then they kind of like always lose to the Germans, and they're always disappointed. And the English have this German complex. They still kind of like hate the Germans. And they're always raving on about the Germans. The Germans this, the Germans that. It's like the only place in the world that is still stuck in World War II. And they're like, oh, the Germans this, the Germans that, the Germans this, the Germans that, you know? And everybody's like, wow, you know? That was kind of like 70 years ago. Red Devils have sucked. I don't know much about it. They were in the last championship. Yeah, I don't know a lot about soccer, so I can't help you guys. Cool. Talk to you tomorrow. Okay, this guy, like. This is one of the better songs. And a decent effort, good song. We would want to hear more. Join our talent pool. All the best and cheers. From you. Okay, that was that. Whew. Okay, good. We got through the reviews. Alrighty, I think I'm gonna call it a wrap for now. That was the Monday show. That was interesting. We kind of like started a talk show here about food in Belgium and Netherlands and soccer. Everything that includes Belgium is number one. Sounds like a joke. What is that? The number one in the FIFA ranking. Third in the World Cup. Yeah, I don't know much about any of that. I just know that Austria isn't in any ranking ever because we're so horrible in soccer. Even though everybody loves soccer here, and soccer and skiing are kind of like the sports, we kind of totally suck on in soccer, like always have. Even Croatia beats us. Nah, joking. Croatia is good in soccer. The number one. Yeah, Croatia was second in the World Cup, and they were unlucky too. I thought that they had deserved to win, you know. Croatia is a good team, but they're gonna have to build a new team now. Belgians are stupid, cliches. I don't know any Belgians or stupid cliches, really. I don't know any Belgian cliches at all. Like, if you were to tell me and say, you know, this is a stereotypical thing about Belgium, I wouldn't know it, you know. I know the cheeseheads from the Dutch people, because I guess they make and sell a lot of cheese. Something like that. Wouldn't say that's incredibly offensive or anything like that, you know. Oh, I have to pay attention not to go to something that we wouldn't want to play, because, you know, that is how it is. Oh, look, I'm live. I can see myself being live as I'm looking myself being live. It's a visual feedback loop. But you know, a lot of people have cliches about Austria, and they're all wrong. Just about everything people know about Austria outside of Austria is completely wrong. And it comes from the cultural image that the Americans and other people took from Austria during the Second World War, because that's when they met Austrians, because that's the only time they travel is when there's a war, you know. Same with the Russians and the Brits and the French, you know. So a lot of people took home these stereotypical ideas about Austrians from the time after the Second World War, you know. And nowadays they're like, yeah, Dutch Belgium, it's a thing. It's this neighborhood rivalry. It's just like us with the Germans, you know. We're gonna take revenge on French in the Nations League. Hope they don't fix it. Yeah. So one time I'm gonna make this Northern European tour, but I'm not gonna go to the really Northern European countries because it's just too cold and too horrible of a food. There's like really nothing there. Even though musically it's actually interesting, you know, the things going on in Sweden, Finland, etc. I think they're all sitting inside all the freaking time, so they need to kind of like, you know, get busy with music. So that is interesting, you know, musical scene, club scene, etc. But I don't know what I would do in these Northern European countries or eat there. It will be very sad. I think that's why they drink like vodka all the time. All right, I gotta go now. Sweden Wind Hero song. That's right. They literally sit in Avio in Iceland. Now Iceland is awesome. Iceland because of the natural shit, you know, with the geysers and Iceland, you know, and I think that would be interesting. The nature there is certainly interesting, you know. Food, so much, I don't know. They always inside doing music, you know. Doing weird ass music, you know. But also good music. And the kids have the father's name and son, yeah. Johansson, Jürgensson, Getanosson, Avioson, Bobo Balson, Trifel Repeatson. Very interesting. Oh, I'm done. Are we going to do I finished them all while you were chatting with each other, because I kind of like have to do it every day. That is the best. I'm gonna put that in a frame. I'm like always asking, hey guys, you have any idea? Yeah, you have any opinions about this song? And like nobody says anything. Everybody's chatting. So as I'm reviewing my music by myself, everybody's having a good time. It's okay. Don't worry about it. But generally, this is a music review show, yes. And it's going to be again on Wednesday. All right. Whew. That was fun. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night for today. Thank you so much for being on Record Label Boss today on Monday, the 14th of December, 2020. Certainly was a very interesting and very fun show. My friends from the Netherlands and Belgium, you're all invited to Avio's barbecue sometime after Corona. And maybe I'll come to Belgium one day, maybe even Netherlands, you know. Check out what's going on there, because Netherlands is huge in electronic music. And of course everybody knows that. So, you know, there's that. The travel? What, you get in your car? How difficult can that be to get in your car and go here? Metal Wednesday, that's right. Metal Wednesday or Weird Wednesday is going to be the next show. So Wednesday at 2000 CT, you know it. I don't have a driver's license nor a car. Okay, then you get in a fucking train. Choo choo. You know? It's going to take a while, but you can sleep. Drink a few coffees, cokes, play tablet in the train. You know? I don't know if the train's cheap or not, but... Or go with the bus. And try, fail, repeat, unless illegal. Pick you up, yeah? You can go together, you know? And we'll just make kind of like a group thing, you know? And I'll be your travel guide. I'll like have this little flag. My dear cheeseheads, please follow me now to the next exhibit. We are now going to look at the knight armor. Alright. The people just don't want to go to bed today, that's what it is. I'm watching the numbers and everybody's like... Everybody's on and watching the show. And I don't know why. Let's go away. The more I'm telling people to go away, the more they actually join. It's insane. So you can like travel together from the Netherlands and Belgium to me. You have to go to an interview tomorrow, Bobo? Oh, that's very interesting. Oh yeah, that interview. Okay, that for the... Yeah, okay. So yeah, if you are from the Netherlands or Belgium, you can check out Try, Fail, Repeat or Bobo Bell in the chat, because sooner or later, after Corona, they're gonna get together in a car and they're gonna drive to our studio here in Austria to the Avio barbecue party. And you can all come. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be like 500 people from everywhere coming. And the police is gonna intervene. It's gonna be something. That is really gonna be funny. All right. Now we're gonna wrap it up. Company car and tank car, international road trip to Avio's barbecue. Yeah, dude. If you get in the car, I'll totally host you. You know. And we can do some cool stuff that you've never seen. Guarantee you, absolutely never seen before. Like castles, and depends if you want to do modern tour or like old historical tour. Can do both, you know. And like eating stuff. Always good, you know, eating stuff. Eating Austrian stuff. And we'll go to Geta's favorite restaurant. And then all these things. How are you going to explain the use of the car and the tank car to your boss? He will say he has a customer. 50% of the review panel is going to be here. Yeah, dude, I'm going to totally do that. I'm going to one day, probably in the summer though, you know, because in the summer in Austria it's really the nicest because you can go everywhere and do everything. In the winter it's cool if you want like skiing, but since we don't want to go skiing, it's better to do it in the summer. There's lakes to swim and castles you can go to and like all kinds of stuff and festivals going on and food and all kinds of stuff. And in the winter, kind of like everything is inside and focused on skiing. And Trifield Repeat says, I'm allowed to use it for private stuff, vacations and so on, so no need for explanations. Wow! See, Bobo, that's actually a good idea. So Trifail should totally organize the transport from up there. And then you're going to be driving. Hold on, how many hours? We're gonna check that, but Belgian Graz maps. maps. We don't want to fly, drive a freaking car. Chocolatine de Neige. Come on, I wanna. Brussels. Route. Come on, can you not do that stupid Google thing? "11 hours and 45 minutes from Brussels to Graz." Hold on, I'll scroll it in for you. 11 hours, 45 minutes. Well, it's not so bad, It's like about 10 hours, yeah. It's not horrible, you know what I mean? It's long. I'm in Ghent, so count plus 130 to it. Yeah. Well, it's definitely a bit of a trip, but I mean, if it's free, it's why not, If it's free, then you just have to, and you can take turns. No, you can't because one guy doesn't have it. Okay. So obviously that's going to be a problem. So one guy is going to have to drive it all. Woo. My solo week of Dolomites. My solo week of Dolomites in Austria will be somewhere in May, so plan it in. I see. You're going to Dolomiten? Okay, for what are you going to do in May? Like mountain climbing? Are you like a mountaineering, hiking kind of person? 11:45 is only if you drive like a pussy. One state, Switzerland, Netherlands in 8 hours. Yeah, then you're driving really fast, eh? Can be done in a day, yeah? Yeah, and then you're gonna come to Austria and we're gonna go to Croatia and see Armin van Buuren. No. But we have spots in Germany where there's no limit on the highway. Yeah, that's true. Alright, hold on, I'm gonna... join us on Wednesday at 2000 CT on twitch.tv/recordlabelboss for the next time Record Label Boss, the A&R show. China also will crash. Yeah, I'll get the couch ready. I actually have the downstairs couch. It's like a huge thing, and there's like three people can sleep on the couch easy. And then we're gonna do a special. We're gonna do a stream with you two guys there, Yeah, I'm pretty sure Gaetano is gonna be so happy when there's gonna be lots of dudes. He's gonna flip out. But anyway, it's gonna have to be a streaming special. So we're gonna all cram it onto my desk, and we're gonna do a show, you know, where we kind of like comment live what do we think about the music or something. Or maybe I'll interview you guys, or maybe we'll just, you know, eat cheese live. Get those no. We'll finally see more Greta. Till then, we only have her profile picture. Yeah, which profile picture is it? On where? She has like an Instagram, you know? I hope I'm not giving away too much, but like, she has an Instagram where you can see like lots of her makeup work, you know? Because she's a makeup artist, so I mean, also, you know, among many other things. All right, guys, I gotta go now. Thanks so much for being on here, and we'll continue the conversation on Wednesday on, you know, Avio's Wicked Barbecue Party and how you're gonna get down here and what we're gonna do. It's gonna be really epic. We're also gonna do a live stream. Maybe I'll even mount some cameras downstairs for the party and broadcast the party or something. I don't know. I can think of all kinds of stuff. If you tap her name in Twitch. Really? No tapping my name. Oh, this one. Yeah. That's a bit of a weird photo because she always makes like weird poses. It's just for girls with makeup. Yeah, you should totally find her makeup Instagram. You can see like lots of pictures of her. We're gonna tap it. That's right, we're gonna tap it. I tapped that. Alright, guys. Open the profile. Yep. On Wednesday, I'm gonna maybe, if I'm nice, I'm gonna show you something, okay? Okay, so come back Wednesday. Alright, I gotta go. I'll see you on Wednesday, guys. Have a good week. And all the best for your appointments and meetings and stuff. And we're talking Wednesday about Getano, Netherlands, Belgium, Avio, the barbecue party, the stream, the visiting, and everything else, okay? Alright? Peace. Avio is kind of ruining this with it. How am I ruining something with the Instagram? How? I'm not. Alright. I'm gonna do the end now. Keep the mystery alive. Forget it. Oh, the Sunday thing isn't true anymore. Oh my god. Oh, not doing Sunday stream anymore. Just doing that whenever I can with the interviews. Because that has turned out to be a problem. Alright, see you guys.